Welcome to the Explainer. Look, here's a crazy stat to kick things off. An estimated 68% of data available to businesses right now goes entirely unleveraged. It's just sitting there. And this is exactly the dilemma modern employers are facing. They are absolutely swimming in data, but access to that data alone, it doesn't magically create value. What they desperately need are strategic decision makers, not just coders. They want professionals who can frame the right questions, clean and interpret the data, and then communicate the operational trade-offs to executives in plain English. So today, we're going to explore a highly specific academic path designed to build exactly that kind of professional, the low-residency Master of Science in Business Data Analytics. Okay, let's dive into this and look at our blueprint for today. We're covering, first, the low-residency concept. Second, where tech meets business strategy. Third, evaluating transfer and logistics. And finally, your transfer pathway.
Section 1. The low-residency concept, bridging data and strategy. Here, we're really looking at that critical intersection of business strategy and data tech.
So, what does low residency actually mean? Well, it's a super practical academic format that combines flexible remote learning, think your coding exercises, asynchronous lectures, building out dashboards, with periodic, high-value in-person engagement. And this is absolutely crucial because it perfectly mirrors the modern hybrid reality of real-world analytics work. You get the flexibility to do that deep, focused technical work from anywhere, but you still come together physically for team-based casework, presenting to stakeholders, and really defending your recommendations. This quote really hits the nail on the head. Professional analysis is no longer limited to producing reports. Organizations increasingly expect analytics professionals to shape decision-making. We're essentially trying to solve the problem of data without context. Now, you might be thinking about AI right now, right? And you'd be spot on. AI tools are spreading like wildfire, expanding the speed and scale of analysis. But AI is just changing the role. It's definitely not replacing the need for human judgment. In fact, all this technical automation actually increases the need for us. Employers still need real people who can validate assumptions, question what the AI is spitting out, interpret the actual business context, and communicate the implications clearly. So, why does this format work so well in practice? Well, for starters, it heavily supports applied collaboration. Like we just talked about, analytics professionals almost never work in total isolation. You need that periodic on-site time to practice presenting and networking. Plus, it's a perfect fit for working professionals. You don't have to just hit pause on your career. You can literally upskill and apply what you've learned on the job the very next day. And crucially, if you're an international or transfer student, this format massively reduces life disruption. You completely avoid the headache of a full relocation or messing up your U.S. immigration timeline just to get those new skills. Ultimately, it just mirrors how the hybrid analytics field already operates today. Section 2. Tech meets business strategy, the dual skill breakdown. Think of yourself as a bridge connecting raw technology to executive strategy. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the contrast. On the left, you've got your technical foundations. Obviously, you absolutely need your SQL, Python, stats, predictive modeling, and data cleaning. That's a given. But employers know that a grad who can only code is way less competitive than someone who can code, interpret, and persuade. And that's the right side, business applications. You have to know how to frame the right business questions, identify KPIs that actually matter, connect the analytics to real strategy, use storytelling for non-technical folks, and weigh operational trade-offs. This dual skill breakdown is exactly what employers are begging for right now. And the beauty of mastering this dual skill set? These skills travel across literally all industries, not just tech. Because you're learning how to solve complex operational and financial problems, your skills are in massive demand in finance, healthcare, retail, logistics, you name it. You're not just crunching numbers, you're the detective figuring out exactly why the supply chain choked up last Tuesday. For transfer students, this is huge. You don't have to lock yourself into one narrow niche for the rest of your career. Section 3. Evaluating transfer and logistics. Continuity and compliance. Let's look at the institutional realities and get some peace of mind on the logistics. Look, if you're managing an academic pathway in the US, let's be honest, visa anxiety and worrying about your academic continuity is enough to keep anyone up at night. But the reality here is highly manageable. Let's break it down. First, on CPT and OPT relevance, business analytics generally aligns incredibly well with practical experiential roles because the work is so applied and business-facing. Now, always verify with your specific university office, but historically the alignment here is very strong. Second, for credit transferability, if you've got prior coursework in stats, business, or programming, doing a course-by-course evaluation often gives you fantastic credit flexibility, so you aren't just repeating classes you've already taken. And third, for career continuity, this structure lets you upskill without a full campus-bound relocation. You keep your work schedule and minimize the chaos in your life. So, who actually stands to gain the most from this? You'll probably recognize your own situation somewhere on this list. It's a powerhouse option for working professionals wanting to upskill without quitting their jobs. It's perfect for transfer students who want continuity and a flexible schedule. It fits early career analysts who really need to build up that business depth, or career changers trying to pivot out of operations, finance, or IT. And for sure, it's a vital option for international students in the US who need a carefully planned, compliant pathway that values real-world, workforce-relevant education over abstract theory.
Section 4, your transfer pathway, taking the next step. Let's move to and see how this builds from theory into some actual practical next steps for you.
Student Transfer Experts has embedded its years of transfer expertise into Transfer GPT, so you can assess whether a program or university transfer truly fits your academic history, career goals, and constraints. If you're ready to explore structured transfer pathways with clarity and compliance awareness, you can fill in your details in the form on our website, studenttransferexperts.com, for a guided evaluation by our team. I want to leave you with this final big question today. Are you ready to align your previous credits, your current work experience, and your future career goals into one unified practical plan? The modern business landscape doesn't just need more data. It's literally drowning in it. It needs you to translate that data into real action. Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and we really look forward to helping you take that next crucial step.
Right choices, effective outcomes. Brought to you by Student Transfer Experts.